And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Postseason baseball, Singy, it's always great to see and be a part of.
Oh, Boog, you just never know what's in store when it comes to postseason baseball. You do know you're going to see some amazing pitching, players coming out of the bullpen throwing 100, some incredible defensive plays, some big knocks, and maybe a mistake or two that'll live on forever. All I do know is I'm pumped up for this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon. Chris, how about a scouting report?
And if this guy isn't already tall enough, he's standing on top of a mound, throwing down at hitters. His stuff can sneak up on you because of the extension he gets and having a deep release point. If batters can attack pitches up in the zone, this lineup will have a chance to do some damage.
Christian Yelich, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong moves after it and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Jackson Chourio in the box now. No balls and a strike. This one popped up. Swanson. And there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
No strikes.
The 1-0. Foul ball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Drops into the glove, and that is that. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Quinn Priester. What's the scouting report on him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Michael Busch, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. In there at the knees, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Busch tries to check his swing. Now a look to third, and he went around, according to Clyde Washington. Way
2-2.
inside.
Got a full count.
Lined into right. 1 down. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. But when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Priester, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
0-2.
1 out, bases empty.
Ball. 1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow it.
Throw over to Bowers, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Scoreless after 1. The pivotal Game 5 of the division series. And now it's William Contreras. Tayo back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Ball 1 there.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And a ball evens the count. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what. Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. A solo shot. His second homer this series. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. That's strike one.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
That's a ball.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in Game 5 of the NLDS. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that's in the dirt.
2-2.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that's a foul ball. Two now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Comes a 2-2. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Swing and a ground ball. Bush takes it to the bag, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's the rookie third baseman. He swings and fouls one off. And he lays down a bunt. And that goes foul. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And they'll do it again. The 0-2. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a chopper out to short. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Now here's Jake Bauers. And that's way high. And that's ball one. Bauers goes 5 feet 11 inches, 215 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2013. And a swing and a miss. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, bro, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Ball. That misses, and it's 2-1. Man at first, one away. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. Banks off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Safe. And they lead by 2.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Brandon Lockridge. Up now for the Brewers. ball there. Man at second. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And the righty deals.
That's the ball.
One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. And that one upstairs.
Count is full.
Squirts away a little bit. That to right, Suzuki. 2 away down. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Fought off foul.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
1-1.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Man on second, 2 down. That one misses. 3-2 now.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Fly to center his first time. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Two on, 2 outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one just misses, and it's 1-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Crow Armstrong makes the grab, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Brewers 2 and the Cubs nothing. Bottom of the inning, down the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Singing Game 5 an elimination spot, and the spotlight is focused on this guy.
Everybody looks to the star players in big games like this, and this is what you get paid for. Time to come through.
0-1.
Oh, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Late swing fouled off. Into left center for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Ian Happ up to hit. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. Suzuki gets his lead at first with nobody out. And there's a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. And it remains 2-2. Good eye right there.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Right side, but that rolls foul. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Stays alive. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. Ian Happ bops one out of here. His second home run of the series. It's 2-2. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. And that's in there for strike one. Tap foul at the plate. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a breaking ball misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece and stays alive. is hammered right field. That's back there. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Pete Crow Armstrong in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Still only one out here in the inning. And another ball.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
That one misses. And now 3-0. That's ball four. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Runner on at first with one gone. Dansby Swanson stands in. Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-1.
Priester with a move to first. And he's back in safely. Good eye in that spot.
Missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sets him down looking. Throws him with the heater at the knees. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. That's in for a strike. And a foul ball. Two outs. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Reaching for it, makes the catch. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. 2-2 game. Top half of the third inning. Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. And there's a strike.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
The 1-2. Missed inside with the curve.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Strikes him out, went with the sweeper, and it worked. This is Bryce Terang. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And now the count is even.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a little bit low.
Count is full.
Hard hit left side. Tosses across the first. 2 up, 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. He's already homered in this game. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it to his knee. The throw, and they get the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Back here at the friendly confines, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch. And ball one.
That's a ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Right through there for a strike. Sliced hard but foul. He steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the third. So here's Horner now. Struck out swinging his first time. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And the 1-0.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
One down, base is empty. That one out to right. Frelick after it. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Man, I'm telling you, you better have your life insurance policy right. When you challenge the Ivy, there's brick behind that. It's not forgiving at all, but he seemed to be concerned about one thing, and that's making that catch. Nice job.
Tucker takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. 2 outs, base is empty.
Yeehaw! 1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
with the shift on, hits right into it. To first, that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Fifth and final game of the series as we move to the fourth. We are tied 2-2. Here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Sal Frelick. Yeah, there's the strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Now this is in the air down the line. Suzuki on the move. He's got it. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Fouled off down the right side. That one fouled off. All tied up here in Game 5 of the NLDS. That one to first, Bush. The flip to the pitcher covering. Barely got him for the out. Close play. Jake Bowers will hit next. Doubled his first time up. Not close with that one. Ball one. Fastball for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swings through that.
1 and 2's the count.
This one in the air right field. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. And midway in the fourth, we are tied 2-2. Back here at Wrigley Field. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a miss.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Pitch misses. 1-2. Now 1 and 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Hauls it in for the out. And that quickly 2 away. Carson Kelly getting ready to hit. Flied to right his first time. Hit on the ground to short. Gets it to first. That is the inning. Offense held in check there. On to the top of the fifth we go. We are tied 2-2. The pivotal Game 5 of the division series. Up now for Milwaukee, Brandon Lockridge. Tayo back to work. Check swing, called strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. Well, these Brewers being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
And there's a ball. Liner, base hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but he squared it up pretty good, and he kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job on the other side by the defense to hold that to a long single. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that drops in for a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. And that is out of play.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swung on, belted. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. Relay throw. He'll score easily. 3-2, they take the lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That's all for Jameson Taillon, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Pitching change here, Shota Imanaga.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
0-1. That's the ball.
Movement in the bullpen. Ben Brown appears to be getting loose. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the fifth. This one lifted in the air, left field. It's going to fall for a hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. That's towards center. Crow Armstrong sizing this one up. Makes the grab, one away. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball for a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. Around second is Yelich. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
William Contreras digs in now. Golden opportunity right here. That one in there across the letters.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
That one down the line and foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Next offering upstairs.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Yelich on third. Terang at second with 2 gone. Here's a high chopper. Shaw throws to first in time. They limit the damage here. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Cubs 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Little chopper rolls foul.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That's down and in.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And now it's Dansby Swanson. His first at bat was a strikeout. in there for strike one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Ball.
This one in the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. In there for strike three. Throw to second. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Next to hit, Matt Shaw. And fouled off. Priester checks the runner, and he's back in easily.
This is the time you have to pull out every trick in your bag. They know the season is over with a loss. Things aren't looking great right now, but they're still in striking distance. They need to get something going real soon.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike two. Strike three, and that's two in a row. Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Man at second. Now 1-1.
That's the ball. 1-1.
Out there to center. Grabs it on the run. And that'll do it. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on. We're through 5. It's the Brewers 4 and the Cubs 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Leading off, number 21. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Caleb Thielbar up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Kittredge getting cranked up as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Next for the Brewers, Brandon Lockridge. 1 for 2. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. There's a line drive to left field. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now here is Joseph Ortiz. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
That clips the zone, and the count even at 1. Lockridge off of first with 2 away. Next pitch in for a strike. 1 and 2. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 and 2.
Two outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2 and 2. Check on the runner.
No, too late.
Misses off the plate. Full count, 3 and 2.
Count.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Brewers 4 and the Cubs 2. Back here at the friendly confines, Nico Horner will come up to hit. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Grant Anderson up and loosening in the pen. Ashby, a left-hander, also throwing. Battling here as he fouls it away. Oh, 2 now. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Everything in that at bat was away until the final pitch. 3 pitches in a row on the outside part of the plate, and of course that gets you conditioned to look out there, maybe a little bit out on your toes. So a great call on pitch number 4 to just hit that inside part of the plate and freeze him for strike 3.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. That one called a strike. 0-1. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a Gold Glover. Bases empty, 1 away here in Game 5 of the NLDS. That one ripped but foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does.
One
and
ball,
you're tied
two
up.
strikes.
Yeah, that's outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And it's caught for the out.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can't it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Just missed.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Inside, just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
2-2.
On the ground at first, and it goes just foul. Just a weak fly ball this time. Freeland makes the play, and it's out number 3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Caleb Thielbar.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Yelich at the dish. There's a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Ball. 2-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Chases that one out of the zone. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
At the plate, Jackson Chourio. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. swing and a line drive ripped right center field. That's a base hit. One gone runner at first. And now Bryce Terang. 1 for 3. Pickoff move to first. Chorio dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off.
I think the base runner was trying to catch him off guard, perhaps looking to steal right away, and wasn't ready to get back to first. Nice pickoff move by the pitcher.
And that one clips the corner. And that one wrapped foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Milwaukee as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Grant Anderson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Not even close there. 1-0.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Next offering upstairs. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. That is upstairs for ball 1. The Cubs down by a pair here in the late stages of Game 5. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Freeland makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Swing and a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. And the sweeper catches the plate.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
2-2.
And that skips in the dirt. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. That one felt good. It's 4-3.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. That missed by a lot. Ball one. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's the ball.
And that misses. Ball two.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Holding on to a one-run lead near the bottom of the seventh.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike three. Cubs get one on the solo shot. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Aaron Savali.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers. First pitch misses. Action in the pen down there. Drew Pomeranz, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Kittredge, a right-hander, loosening up as well. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Yeah, that's fouled off. Curve in the dirt. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that's a little bit high.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Sal Frelick now at the plate. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. There's a strike. Savali, a 6'2 righty, 29 years old. They got him off of waivers earlier this season.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Next offering is down low. That one almost got him. And that one is lifted in the air. Suzuki makes the grab, one down. Here's the third baseman. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And a foul ball.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Ground ball right side, could be two. To second, there's one. Over to first, safe.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Now, Jake Bauers. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
The 0-2. That one missed. Line drive. It drops in, gets away a little bit. And he'll make it to second base with two gone.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with two strikes right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So two down. Brandon Lockridge will hit next. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two on, two outs. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout at end of the inning. Brewers strand a couple, and it remains a 4-3 game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Carlos Garcia.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Movement in the bullpen, Adner Uribe, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
No outs, runner at first. And up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. Fair ball. And that's a double.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for the Cubs, Nico Hoerner. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. In the air, right field. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now the second run is in, and they've taken the lead here in Game 5.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
There comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Carlos Garcia will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the Brewers bring out a new pitcher from the pen, Aaron Ashby.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Kyle Tucker, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-1.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's outside.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
The 2-1. Horner on the go. Caught and missed. Throw, safe.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Man at second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. Stays alive. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Move to second. Horner back in on the dive.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
He's trying for third. Pitch inside. And the throw, he's out at third.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
Swing and a miss, and that is strike one.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Ian Happ getting ready to hit. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a foul straight back. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in Game 5 of the NLDS.
2-2.
In the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him. Inning over, and it could have been worse. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. The 5th and final game moves to the 9th. The Cubbies just 3 outs from locking down their spot in the League Championship Series. When we come back. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Brad Keller.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Corner over to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
He's 2 outs away. And now the DH, Christian Yelich. The MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. Ground ball up the middle. In time to Bush. And a couple of quick outs.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So they're down to their final out. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Fastball is outside. And that one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
The Brewers down to their final strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Next pitch
No, that
misses.
missed. That's a ball.
Now 2-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And the Cubs move one step closer to a championship. They're headed to the NLCS.